Hello, I'm Gary Army from Bestline Equipment. I was here to give you a little walk around about the new addition to the 8-ton machine from Bobcat. It's the model E88. This size excavator is the largest growing size in the market share as far as for the size class in the 8-ton versus smaller machines or larger machines. The E88 is replacing the E85. It is the height of the machine, the width of the machine is still the same as the E85 as far as for trucking. Now it is rated at 19.6. It's about 550 pounds heavier than its predecessor. Besides making it heavier with a counterweight and the frame and the undercarriage on it, they have improved the rollers to give it more stability off to the side and better ride. The other thing is the tracks. The tracks have become a little over about 3.6 inches longer to give it also a little more stability. The height for the clearance between the tracks and the main frame have increased to give it more clearance for the mud and debris. If we walk around and go towards the front of the machine, one of the features Bobcat has done on most of their excavators, they have single line hoses that come through the tower and they're hitting right through here. Saves a lot of connections, less connections and more flow for the operating group. The blade on this machine is different than the one that they had on its predecessor, the E85. It is a little higher, curvature is a little different, and also it's built with a single cylinder instead of dual cylinder, keep it in line with their other machines. It also is now available with an angle blade, which on a prior machine it was not. As we move up to the front, this machine here has the optional clamp on it. They have the bearings in here that do not require any grease. They also have added this diverter valve. Now the diverter valve is an option you just started putting on the R2 series. If you run an attachment on here, as far as for like running a breaker hammer or anything that requires auxiliary hydraulics, it can be plumbed hooked directly up to the diverter valve. You turn the valve here and it shuts the clamp off. No need to disconnect the clamp when you're running an attachment. One of the more popular options for this machine is a pin grabber bucket exchange system. This one does not have it on, but it allows you to change the buckets from one bucket to another bucket without removing you stay inside the cab. You don't have to get in and out. Also on the boom, you can see that they actually have the mounts up there and here that is already pre-set up for the dig depth system. And the dig depth is just an option that allows you to set how deep you want to go, and it gives you indications inside the bucket how deep you're working the machine. As you can see, the hydraulic lines are behind the boom, keeping them well protected. They have changed the lighting on this. They put the light used to be on the side of the boom, and they put it up underneath the boom. It's better protected, and it'll give actually the light where you're working at with your digging group. Okay, one of the features on this machine is the R2 cab. It's a little more roomier than the old machines. The window is strengthened with aluminum tubing. Latching system conforms with the other R2 series machines. They keep the floorboard open. They've gone to a single pedal to give it more durability than the full type pedals. All the E88s come through with a 5-inch or the optional 7 panel. They do not have a key. They all are keyless for security reasons and anti-theft. Optionals can be a high back heated seat. This has a standard cloth seat in it. The low effort joysticks is a big feature for the new E88. And with the hydraulics, it is a much smoother running machine than its predecessor. This here is the V2 2.4 Bobcat engine. The fuel system has a vertical tank over on the side here. Filter gets changed every 1,000 hours on it. Cooling system has changed. They got a dual cooler and radiator. They're side by side instead of stacked. Gives more efficiency for keeping hydraulic oil cool and also keeping the engine cool. If you have any particular questions on the new Bobcat 8-ton E88, please contact your Bobcat salesman from Bestline. Thank you.